welcome back to the Mother-in-Law Suite. This week, there was some big old gaming news that kind of took us by surprise, but it's
major
okay.
happening.
It's okay. But this week, I got Adam. I got Adam
Hello.
here to help me discuss and dissect exactly what happened. But we'll save that for a little later. But for now, how you doing, Adam?
I'm doing good. I completed the battle pass for Halo. That felt real nice.
You completed it?
I got it, yeah, all 100.
Oh, nice.
Got it. That's the first battle pass I've ever completed.
So you got
any game with any of
the
them.
fire helmet.
Got the fire helmet. Got Emil's helmet. Got all the goods now.
Nice.
Aside from that, started going through Valhalla again.
Oh yeah.
Got through the Ireland expansion. Quite good. Really enjoyed it. It's got some nice armor sets, nice weapons in there. Aside from that, watched Spider-Man a couple days ago. Was it Far From Home, right? That's the newest one?
I think so.
Yeah. Really good. Really good.
Very good movie. I did enjoy it. I watched it in theaters. We could get into it, but
yeah.
If you're listening and you haven't seen the new Spider-Man, be warned. This is your warning.
Warning you. Spoiler alert, we're talking about all of it.
Yeah. Probably won't last more than like a minute or two, but
yeah, probably not.
Skip ahead, whatever. Yeah, but I thought it was pretty good. It was Andrew Garfield definitely did a very good job in this movie.
He did a very good job.
I liked Andrew Garfield. I didn't like the Amazing Spider-Man movies that much. They're really forgettable, and I think I've seen them twice. So like, I really don't even remember what happened in them. They're that bad.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen both of them. Don't remember anything other than he was Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was just I don't know. I think he was probably casted correctly, but the writing and just
the script wasn't good.
It was not a very good movie. But I loved Andrew Garfield, and what is the movie? Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, that's a very good movie. I did enjoy that.
It is.
It was really nice seeing everybody back together, or not necessarily back together, but like merged into a movie like that. Especially seeing the man, the myth, the legend, the Goblin return.
Willem Dafoe.
Absolutely.
He did such a good job.
Wreck Tom Holland's day.
That scene
destroyed him.
The like hotel fight scene, that was so good.
I will say, if you still stuck with us somehow, spoiler alert, Aunt May dies. Who would have thought? She dies in almost every other movie. You know what I'm saying? I think her death was a little okay. Her act of actually dying was pretty okay. She did a good job doing that, but like, it just kind of looked like it nudged her to the side. The glider. That's the only complaint. Like, there was no indication that it actually like hit her and hurt her. It just kind of like bopped into her, and she kind of like.
See, I thought it was gonna do like the Sam Raimi scene where you see the like spikes go through the wall.
Yeah.
But no, it does. It looks like it just kind of sideswipes her, and then she falls over.
Like, what's happening? Okay, well, interesting. But it was overall, that scene was very good. Like, that was the part where it was Willem Dafoe was on top of Tom Holland, and like the Goblin was on top of Spider-Man. They fell through how many floors? Was it like 3 or 4?
It was
floors?
like
5 floors with
It was
Goblin just knocking him out, like just
Tom Holland like jumps on top of him and starts just beating his face in, and then he just starts laughing and pile drives him. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he jumps and like wraps his legs around his shoulder and just starts fucking hammering his face in. And then the Goblin just kind of laughs and just absolutely pile drivers him through like 3 floors.
Yeah, very good.
Such a good fight scene.
And then I like the change of character they did with Jamie Foxx's character. Like how he became more I don't want to say confident, but his ego outgrew himself.
When he was like, oh, this new power is real nice. I don't want to leave now.
Yeah, very good. Very
Very good.
cool. Doc Ock and
So
Norman.
great to see him
Yeah,
back.
talking. Yeah, just him talking to Norman,
It
like
was,
Osborn. It
"You're a
was
ghost."
really cool. Yeah, you're a ghost.
Well, even
Very.
then, there's the good feel good moment with Tobey Maguire talking to Doc Ock. He's like, "My boy,
Yeah.
you're all grown up."
It was really cool seeing Doctor Strange in that
Mm-hmm.
kind of setting, because like it was like he was really just babysitting this guy,
Yeah.
and like he was, you could tell he was just over it. He was done.
Mm-hmm. He was done with
Very
it.
good. Very good.
You know, I thoroughly enjoy it. Enjoyed it. Highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't seen it yet.
I've been trying to get around to watching the new A24 movie, The Tragedy of Macbeth.
I don't
It's
think
on
I've heard
Apple
of that.
TV. It's with Denzel Washington. I'm pretty sure it's shot in 30 millimeter, which is like black
Oh,
and white, kind of like The Lighthouse was shot.
yeah, yeah.
It looks very very good, and it's by one of the Coen brothers.
Okay, okay.
So it's supposedly a very good movie. So I'm waiting for one of my friends to feel a bit better so we can watch that, and hopefully
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
able to talk about that here soon. A24 is like my my favorite film development company,
Yeah, I think
like
I've seen
ever, production company.
a few movies because I remember that thing popping up.
Yeah, they've done The Lighthouse, they've done Midsummer, they did Hereditary, I think.
Yeah,
Um, did they do Midsummer and Hereditary?
I think Hereditary because I remember we talked about that
Yeah.
a couple days ago.
Um, they've done a lot of really just good
Very cinematic movies.
yeah, artsy, very
Mm-hmm.
very like cinematic, and film, like what is the word, filmography, as in like,
Cinematography.
yeah, cinematography,
Yeah.
yeah, just lining up the shots, positioning
Mm-hmm.
them. It's very artistic with the lighting and everything that they do. You can tell it's just like a bunch of nerds behind a
Yeah.
camera, and I love it.
You
It's
can feel
very
the
good.
passion when you watch
You
their
can, you
movies.
can, you can, you can. Um, Talking about passion,
Mm-hmm.
Sony, the passion that they put in some of their exclusives, especially and exclusively in what I'm trying to transition into, is God of War.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's
oh.
good.
I played it when it came out, 2018, but I've been replaying it again since it hit Steam, and I wanted to play it on my PC.
Mm-hmm.
Such a good game. Like the combat feels so nice whenever you actually start on like leveling up the close range combat and
Mm-hmm.
the shield and all the skills and everything you get. Whenever you actually start using those abilities and kind of understand how to train them into combos and how the staggering systems work, and after everything starts, really you get back into the rhythm of it, the game is like, it feels so good. I think it feels better than Spider-Man's combat, and Spider-Man's combat was pretty okay. It was like a pretty good game. It was kind of like a ripoff of Arkham games. I didn't
Yeah.
really like the Batman games. A lot of people don't like that I don't like it. They think it's like I'm going against the grain, or something. But
See, I think they were good games, but I can understand. I mean, nobody liked the newest one, Arkham Knight. Everyone hated that one.
I don't know. I heard a bunch of people that had the opposite opinion. But everybody, it's like it's an understanding that City's
Yeah.
the best,
Mm-hmm.
and like it was okay,
Yeah.
but it felt really repetitive. It felt like punch, 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 punch,
Yeah.
counter,
Mm-hmm.
roll, punch, punch, counter, roll. I don't know. I
Yeah.
like
The
I like games that give you a bit more options to like cover things like that. I mean, sure, you had the explosive gel and everything, but I just the game didn't feel very nice to me. But God of War, bro, the story, the visuals, the gameplay, all of
yeah,
it, the
everything about
lore.
it's good. Soundtrack.
Yeah, bro.
It's
I'm excited for the second one.
so am I Ragnarok. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
really
gonna be
excited for that.
it's gonna be sick. I'm also still trying to get through The Witcher, and that's
It's a long
just,
game.
it is a long game. It's a grind. It's a
It's a
very good
great
game.
game, but
A
it
very
I'd
good
be
game.
willing to say it might be a little too long. Just
I don't.
barely though.
I don't think it's too long. It's just got a lot of content,
Yeah.
um, which if you don't like long big games like that, thing is when a game's too long, I felt like Odyssey was too long.
Yeah. Yeah, I can
Assassin's
see
Creed
that.
Odyssey was a too long game. Like you'll get how like you'll get 25 30 hours in, and it's like, hey, to continue the main story you have to do like all of these side quests that
Mm-hmm.
you can't fast travel to on 6 parts of the map that you haven't even discovered yet, to level up enough to get to this point where you can continue the story for the next half of the game. And you're like, I've already played 40 hours of this, now you want me to do 10 extra hours of the
Yeah.
stuff that I've been doing. I don't know. But in The
Yeah.
Witcher, it feels like every single one, like all the side missions and stuff, you're fighting a new monster, and then you have
Mm-hmm.
to resort to the bestiary, find out what potions you have to do. I guess it's the same thing of like you do the same thing over and over again in Assassin's Creed, but it just feels a bit more intuitive in The Witcher, I think.
I think it's that The Witcher's side stuff is a lot more unique, while Odyssey's was usually just go find this item or go kill this guy
Yeah,
and then come back.
because on the Witcher side stories, it's like this guy's been killing all the children, like this
Mm-hmm.
monster, children have been missing, and you have to
Yeah.
like, it's the game can be something. It can be
Yeah.
something else. I
Gotta search
remember there
around the
was
house
this,
for clues, search outside to
yeah,
find a trail, and Odyssey's just go kill this guy over there.
yeah, but
Still loved Odyssey, but yeah, I completely understand what you're saying.
I just got burnt out of the game. I
Yeah.
loved it. I loved the story and everything, but then it was like, hey, you know that thing that like keeps make you playing the game, keeps you playing the game.
Yeah.
You can't do any of that for the
Can't do
next
that.
20 hours.
Gotta go to
Gotta
this far off island you've never been to.
do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like kill a bunch of guys in a fort
Yeah.
and run away and then do it again. I was like, nah, this is not for me, not right now.
Also,
Okay,
yeah,
I'll go back to it.
the mercenaries mechanic in it was a bit wasn't a fan of that.
It just they would always pull up and you'd be like,
It'd be the worst
all
situations.
right,
You'd be
bro.
like
Yeah,
attacking
they'd
a
be like,
fort, and then
okay.
3 of them show up, and it's like, great, that's fun.
Yeah. So wasn't there like an Odyssey crossover event or something?
Yeah, there was a for Valhalla. Both games had crossover events. Odyssey and Valhalla had a crossover event for each game. So spoilers, talking about if you haven't gotten through it yet. But Valhalla's is you go to an island that's like plagued by nightmares. And so you go there, people are like, hey, there's a lady there that we think caused it. So you find her, and it turns out that it's Cassandra, the female playable character from Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, there's a little cutscene fight with her, and she's like, hey, I'm here to find an artifact. Eivor's like, can you at least tell me about it? And she's like, no. So you go find the cave it's in. Turns out that it's a Isu artifact, kind of like the Apples of Eden. Then you have to go collect stones, put them in there, touch the artifact and all that. It was short, but all in all, I enjoyed it. And I got no idea what Odyssey's crossover event is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm glad to see they're still supporting the game. Because, I mean, what? I think February, the Ragnarok DLC is coming out. Which that surprised me.
To Valhalla?
Yeah, to Valhalla. Yeah, Dawn of Ragnarok.
Interesting.
Yeah, that one seems like it's going to be quite good.
Yeah. I need to like I've finished a game called Inscription. I forgot, isn't it Dan Carver? I forgot his name. He's the
maker
the
of
guy
it?
that made Pony Island
Let me see.
and a bunch of other games. Anyways, he's a pretty acclaimed video game maker. A lot of people love him for an indie title, and Inscription is one of the best games I've played in a very long time. An aspect of like pure artistic standard, like behind God of War, there's some, I don't want to say like fail safes, I guess Sony took. They took a bunch of things from other games that have worked and have been proven to work, so they put it into the game, and they implemented everything well. Very, very good. But from the ground up, this game is unique. Inscription is a very unique game, and I enjoyed it. It was probably one of the most adventurous in storytelling, not in gameplay wise. It wasn't very adventurous, but it was very new in shaping and original Like very, very, very good game. So it starts out as like this roguelike card deck building game, and
Mm-hmm.
it has a really um simple way of battle. Like if there's four cards in front of, or there's four spots in front of you where you can place your cards, and there's four spots of the enemy that they can place theirs. And if you place a card in one of your four spots, and across from that in that spot on the enemy's board, if there isn't a card there, the enemy will take damage. But if there's a card there, the card will take damage. So it's like this very simple way of like combining, I want to say, like Magic the Gathering and like Hearthstone and all these other
Yeah.
kind of styles, instead of Hearthstone where like if there's a card on the board, it attacks the card. It's if there's a card in front of your card, you attack the card, but if there's no card in front of your card, attack the and it's just a really neat style of fighting, and all the cards do something different. And like to play a card, you have to sacrifice a squirrel or something.
Mm-hmm.
And later on, it starts getting revealed that there's other decks and other ways to play. So like if anytime a card dies, you get a skull or a bone.
A bone,
and you have
yeah.
to use the bones to spend on to play a different card that is not used by sacrificing another card
Mm-hmm.
that you have or something. It's really neat, and after a while, like you'll get through it and you'll think the game's ending, but boy, is it just getting started. I don't really want to get too far into it in case you haven't
Yeah.
played it. A lot of people have. It's overwhelmingly positive on Steam right now. Very, very good game if you like anything like that. I usually stay away from games like that, like any of the roguelike death card building, or like anything like Slay the Spire or something. Like it's usually not my cup of tea, but this game was very nice.
Yeah, I played the demo for it. I'm definitely gonna pick it up sometime soon. Cause yeah, I'm the same way. Card games I'm not really a big fan of, but this one just the demo, whoo, it's good. It's real good. And yeah, the creator's name is Daniel Mullins.
What did I say?
Uh, Carver or Carter, I think.
Yeah, Daniel Mullins. Very. Yeah. I know a bunch of people who love his games. What are
Yeah.
the games that he has? He has.
Yeah, you were right with the Pony Island. He has a game called The Hex, which I haven't heard of, but
Yeah.
still very positive. Yeah, of course, Pony Island, overwhelmingly positive. Um, that's it, apparently, for games,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, he's just a small time indie developer. Very good. Very cool.
Hmm. Yeah, shout out to Daniel Mullins. Keep up the great work.
Yeah. All these small time companies are getting bought out, getting merged into bigger companies and stuff.
Well,
But
it's
now,
not just the small time guys anymore.
yeah, bro.
It's
Goodness.
crazy.
Yeah, Blizzard
Yep.
has gotten bought out by Microsoft.
Not just Blizzard, Activision Blizzard.
Activision Blizzard
Both.
has been bought out by Microsoft for nearly $70 billion.
6.9 billion.
Yeah, not 6.9 billion.
Yeah, sorry,
69.
69.
69
billion.
billion.
They
That's
bought
insane,
Bethesda
dude.
for 7 point
Oh,
something.
Bethesda 7 point.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah.
It's oh my god. What is the roster that brings Microsoft in charge of now? Because they were already in charge. They bought out Mojang. So
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
Mojang. They
They have-
have Activision and Blizzard now. They have
And
Bethesda. I think that also means id they have, and ZeniMax, or no?
and Arcane
Yeah, Arcane.
and Obsidian, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, they bought Obsidian.
Yeah, like the
They
list
have-
keeps going.
It's
What is
gonna
it?
keep going.
Keep giving it to me. What is it? What else?
I'm trying to remember.
Microsoft.
I don't think too many others passed that.
I saw a picture on Twitter that showed all the game companies that they have under
Okay.
them right now.
Yeah,
Let
see
me
if you
find
can
the
pull
post
that
on
up.
Twitter.
And then, yeah, when we're ready, I got the official newsletter talking about it by Phil Spencer, the CEO of Microsoft Gaming.
Go ahead and read a little bit of it while I'm looking for this.
So this is the official on the Microsoft's website article, welcoming the incredible teams and legendary franchises of Activision Blizzard to Microsoft Gaming. As a team, we're on a mission to extend the joy and community of gaming to everyone on the planet. We all know that gaming is the most vibrant and dynamic form of entertainment worldwide, and we've experienced the power of social connection and friendship that gaming makes possible. As we pursue that mission, it is incredibly exciting to announce that Microsoft has agreed to acquire Activision Blizzard. Over many decades, the studios and teams that make up Activision Blizzard have earned vast wellsprings of joy and respect from billions of people all over the world. We are incredibly excited to have the chance to work with the amazing, talented, dedicated people across Activision Publishing, Blizzard Entertainment, Beenox, Demonware, Digital Legends, High Moon Studios, Infinity Ward, King, Major League Gaming, Radical Entertainment, Raven Software, Sledgehammer Games, Toys for Bob, Treyarch, and every team across Activision Blizzard. Until this transaction closes, Activision Blizzard and Microsoft Gaming will continue to operate independently. Once the deal is complete, the Activision Blizzard business will report to me as CEO of Microsoft Gaming. Upon close, we will offer as many Activision Blizzard games as we can within Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass, both new titles and games from Activision Blizzard's incredible catalog. We will also announce today that Game Pass has now more than 25 million subscribers. As always, we look forward to continuing to add more value and more great games to Game Pass.
See, alright, this makes Activision Blizzard makes Xbox Game Studios, or Xbox under the Microsoft Corporation. They have Treyarch, Raven, High Moon, Enoch, Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, Demonware, Toys for Bob, is that what that is? 343 Industries, World's Edge, Compulsion Games, The Initiative, In Exile, Mojang, Ninja Theory, Obsidian, Playground Games, Rare, Turn 10, Undead Labs, Bethesda, ZeniMax, ID, Arcane, Machine Games, Tango Gameworks, Alpha Dog, and Roundhouse Studios. Like,
it's a lot of big name players.
They own majority of the gaming industry now, and the thing is it's good that it's Blizzard and Activision, because they kind of need someone else kind of needs to take some orders.
They do.
Or give
and
some
they do
orders.
Actually mention that in the newsletter, if you want me to read through that real quick.
Yeah, let me finish this thought though, because Activision and Blizzard right now, as in all the things Blizzard has recently been doing, half the Blizzard fanboys and player base of WoW and everything like that, they've been boycotting them because of all the allegations and everything that happened.
Yeah, the devs are boycotting, players are leaving.
Yeah, exactly. So, in the aspect of Activision, constantly re-releasing the same games on this the same formats with the same hollow promises.
Yeah, false promises.
False promises. Yeah, over and over with the microtransactions and everything like that. It's having someone else on top being like, "Hey, we can't do that." Let's not do that anymore.
Yeah,
kind of reassures me, but on the other hand, with all those game studios being under Microsoft, and Blizzard being that's a big deal. I think that was more of a big deal than when they took Bethesda in.
Oh yeah, by far, this is a way bigger thing.
And that it's scary because you don't want the entire game industry to be under this one, because what happens to indie games if all games are on Game Pass? If it comes down to it and everybody's playing Game Pass, nobody's going to buy these indie games.
Exactly.
So they're just going to remove the competitors in general. And then the video game industry is already being turned into a business when it's simply entertainment, So
yeah.
I can see it going both ways, but it's scary. You said that they said something, or you said
that they mentioned the kind of bad stuff that Activision did. As a company, Microsoft is committed to our journey for inclusion in every aspect of gaming, among both employees and players. We deeply value individual studio cultures. We also believe that creative success and autonomy go hand in hand with treating every person with dignity and respect. We hold all teams and all leaders to this commitment. We're looking forward to extending our culture of proactive inclusion to the great teams across Activision Blizzard. So that's pretty much them saying, we know what you did. We're putting a stop to that real quick.
Man.
And they also mentioned there making sure that the little companies kind of can still do their own things, which I heard Activision Blizzard was not getting allowed to do anymore. Both of them were kind of forced to do what, Big Boy wanted to do.
This is like actually so big that the New York Times is releasing articles about it.
Oh yeah, that doesn't surprise me. This is a major, major purchase. This is equivalent to Disney getting Star Wars, in my opinion.
In an industry driven by blockbuster franchises, Activision makes some of the most popular titles, including Call of Duty and Candy Crush, yet the company has been roiled by employee revolt over occasions of sexual harassment and discrimination in recent months. The deal may also strengthen the company's hand in the so-called metaverse.
Yeah, that's something I'm a bit nervous about.
What? The deal? Okay, the nascent world of virtual and augmented reality. The metaverse is more of a buzzword than the thriving business now, but it has attracted huge amounts of investment and talent. Facebook renamed its parent company to Meta. Blah, 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 blah. We already talked about that. Oh my god. So,
we're gonna get Metaverse WoW. I'm telling you, it's happening. What was the movie? Ready Player One.
Yeah,
we're starting to see it happen.
Me. Don't even. Last
Put
thing
your
we
suit
need
on,
is
go
like
to Goldshire.
Oh my god.
It's happening.
What's the one WoW server?
Silvermoon, I think.
Yeah, Silvermoon, or it's something like that. That's what I played on because all my friends were furry, so they made me.
Oh, you poor boy!
They made me make an account on there, and they also made me play Horde. I want to play Alliance. I want to play my human paladin.
Boy.
I want to play my human paladin, but nobody wants to play Alliance because everybody's a loser. Everybody says, "Oh, well, you're gonna play World of Warcraft if you're not gonna be a goblin or something else." I'm like, I just want to be a human paladin.
See, that's always something I've heard is people being like, look at all these races, why do you only play human? And it's like,
I think it'd be cool to be a human surrounded by like a bunch of different races. I think that'd be sick. I wouldn't want to be one of them because I want to be who I am.
That's something a lot of people forget with the different races. It's like you have orcs that are physically stronger, you got the elves with their magic and stealth. Humans are just dudes. They don't get strength bonuses, they don't get, special magics. They're just dudes. I want to be that underdog,
Yeah. So going back to this article, it says one of the main driver of deals and the one that could grab attention of regulators is the arms race for exclusive content. After locking up well-known franchises like Call of Duty, Microsoft can decide whether to make those games exclusive to their platforms, meaning fans of those games would be forced to switch from Sony's PlayStation to Microsoft Xbox, bro. That is a big one too. Like,
it's major.
I know a bunch of Call of Duty players like that are exclusive Call of Duty players that only play on PlayStation. I mean, I even felt like Call of Duty was like almost even made for PlayStation more so than Xbox in some occasions. But
it hit that point like Modern Warfare 2 in that era was like, yeah, that's Xbox, Black Ops, all that.
Yeah.
But then once it hit like Modern Warfare 3 and up, I'd say it went to PlayStation.
Yeah, it was like a PlayStation dominated market, I would think. I mean, it might not be, but off what I felt like during the time, it felt like
opinions,
it was a PlayStation market. But even now, like for them owning that would be insane. I think it would be crazy. Like, I don't want to say it's in the future, but like, how much would they have to pay for like PlayStation?
Like, to purchase Sony?
Yeah, to purchase out Sony.
That would probably be in the hundreds.
Because Sony, but specifically Sony's video game like department. Because I mean, if you did Sony in general, then that would be like,
you get
wouldn't
Microsoft
that be like a
movies.
Warner Brothers like level kind of thing? I mean, I don't know if Warner Brothers owns Sony. Who owns Sony? No, yeah. Columbia is the Sony picture.
I think so, yeah.
Sony. But like that'd be getting into big territory. That'd be getting into
that's like scary big territory.
Trillions, I think, maybe $1 trillion or something. No, maybe not. Just hundreds of billions for sure.
Well, I think I heard it's I think like putting numbers on them, I think Tencent is the biggest, followed by Sony, and now Microsoft. I think.
When asked whether Activision games would become exclusive to Xbox, Mr. Spencer said they would only want, or would say that our only goal is to allow the content to reach as many players as possible.
Yeah, I don't think Microsoft will do any exclusives, because even then they're starting to kind of get rid of that.
Yeah, then again, going back to what I was saying earlier about the indie games, like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that they'd go away completely.
No.
But it'd be really hard for developer, and I guess it's really weird how to gauge it, because like you could say that Microsoft would implement really cool or really easy to use like applications where you can apply your game to be on the Microsoft exclusive indie game store or something, or
like a partnership, the equivalent not of like so much
Steam,
a purchase.
Remember Steam Greenlight? It would be like something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, it could just be like, nah, you got to get approved, like like a horrible process where you have to wait, like getting your passport or something, just wait
takes way too long, all that stuff,
delayed, and then you're not making money. Instead of on Steam, you just apply, like you'd be like, hey, got a game, can I put it on
a game, here's some money.
Like, I don't know, it could go either way. I mean, Xbox, but looking back, Xbox has had a really good indie game market. It was like the first console to like accept indie games.
Well, yeah, the Xbox Arcade.
Yeah, I mean, Xbox, I remember playing a bunch of indie games and 8-bit games on the Xbox 360 back in middle school. Like, there was like this one that I remember to this day. It's like I made a game with zombies in it, and it would play this like metal theme song. It's like, I made a game with zombies in it. Oh yeah, as you're like,
I think I might remember something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very good game, but I don't know.
It's
something we'll just have to see. That's all in like theoretical, though. I don't think that they'll buy Sony, and I don't think they'll really corner the market that hard. Because
I don't think they're gonna do anything directly against Sony, but they could. They could do a massive hit to PlayStation if they wanted to. I mean, even just as simple as saying the next COD is going to be Xbox PC exclusive. But yeah, no, it's history that we're seeing with this purchase.
We realized it was going to be an increasingly competitive world with resources that we just didn't have. That was a quote by, it says, he said, Mr. Kotick.
Oh yeah, that monster of a human being. People are assuming he's going to step down. Because, of course, like, technically Xbox or Microsoft doesn't own them just yet. It's going to be like a year before they're officially signed on with the Microsoft
just saying, man.
Group.
Like, media in general, like this is entertainment media. It's a video game, video games and movies and stuff. But, like, Disney, we've already seen what monopolies like this can do in the mainstream media, like, with Disney.
Disney buying Star Wars, Marvel,
I
think Warner Brothers.
Absolute monopolies of the market. It's okay. So what companies does Disney own? ABC, ESPN, Touchstone Pictures, Marvel, Lucasfilms, A&E, The History Channel, Lifetime, Pixar, Hollywood Records, Vice Media, Core Publishing. Now what does Disney own on far of recognizable brands and film franchises? That would be Star Wars, The Muppets, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Disney Princesses and Princes. That was something. The Chronicles of Narnia franchise, the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, Pixar films, the Winnie the Pooh franchise, the Indiana Jones franchise, Grey's Anatomy. Oh my god.
Disney owns Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah, because they own ABC.
Oh, yep.
There it is. Which is kind of weird to think about. Like,
it's weird to think about all these things now that are technically Disney things, but at the same time not. Like, I think the second Deadpool movie is technically a Disney movie. Because I think that was made when Disney bought whatever company made it. And I think Disney now technically owns the rights to both the Aliens and Predators universe. Because I've seen a bunch of jokes of people saying the Alien Queen is technically a Disney princess now.
Goodness, man.
It's these monopolies. we're only going to see them buy more. The bigger they get, the bigger they get. I could see in the future Xbox attempting to buy Sony.
I mean, I
Or
could too,
vice
but
versa.
I don't want to. I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't really want to see
that's
that.
like a. We're getting into like.
Mega corporation levels of stuff.
Yeah, like literally. What is the cyberpunk?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
literally
with the corporate
cyberpunk
wars.
levels of corporate. It's just.
We're going to see Disney hire mercenaries to fight back against Microsoft. It's going to be so weird.
Goodness. You know. It says that they own esports, like our ESPN.
Yeah.
It says they own esports. It says Disney owns ESPN, and here recently, like esports have been getting traction on like
They have
on ESPN and stuff like that. Like I got an ad the other day for Buffalo Wild Wings, and it's like, hey, come get an LCS Champions box. Come get an LCS box at Buffalo Wild Wings. Get a free
come watch
Hextech
the
chest
phase
and key.
match.
Yeah, come watch League of Legends on the big screen.
Oh, that'd be so weird seeing.
Yeah, so I've been kind of getting back into League. I took like a few months break, and now I'm wanting to get back and kind of keep up with the esports scene. I kind of heard like who won this match kind of thing. It didn't really pay too much about it, but I think I'm actually going to try to get into the esports this year, see, like watch the games and kind of keep up and see what's going on. Right now, I think I have the standings here. Currently, what is today? January 18th, 2022. In first place in Group A and the LCS bracket, we have Cloud9, 3 wins, 0 losses. Second, Group A, 100 Thieves, 2 wins, 1 loss. Third, Group A, FlyQuest at 2 wins, 2 losses. Fourth, TSM with 1 win, 2 losses. Or fifth, Golden Guardians, 0 wins, and 3 losses. Group B, we got Evil Geniuses, 3 wins, 0 losses. Second, we got Team Liquid, 2 wins, 1 loss. Third, Dignitas with 1 win, 1 loss. Fourth, we got Counterlogic Gaming, 1 win, 2 losses. This is in Group B, by the way. Fifth, Immortals Progressive, 0 wins, 3 losses. So there's a lot going on. I think Cloud9, based off what my friend was saying, last year or the last bracket or last whatever, I don't like I said, I didn't really keep up, but basically Cloud9 was like the bottom of the bucket, like last pick basically, but now they're at the top of the line kind of thing. Like
they did a big 180.
Yeah, big 180. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm learning a lot about I was really far away from esports before. I didn't pay anything attention to it. I just kind of knew names of teams and was like, did they win or not?
Yeah.
So I don't know how the bracket system works or anything like that, but we're gonna learn. We're all learning together here.
Yeah.
We'll figure
learn something new.
We'll figure it out. Piano. We're gonna watch that main card fight this weekend.
Yeah, 22nd, UFC 270.
Yep. It's going to be... That's also another sport I'm kind of looking into. Like I said, it was one of those ones where I would watch like the highlights the day after or something. I never really sat down and watched the sport. But I kind of know names from that one.
You know, it's going to be a good fight, I feel. Francis Ngannou and Cyril Gane for the heavyweight championship. It's going to be very interesting. I'm rooting for Gane. I think he's going to take it. Then I think the co-main event is... Oh, I got to pull this up. I don't remember their names. It's another championship fight. I remember that. It is, Let me see. Brandon Moreno versus Davison Figueiredo for the flyweight title. And I think those two have fought before. I think this is their 3rd encounter. But yeah,
it's... tell you.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen, aside from Ngannou and Greg Hardy, those are the only people I've seen on the card that I recognize. But yeah, no, it's it's going to be a treat. I'm glad to finally be getting some of my boys into it.
I've always, like I said, I've always watched
Yeah,
like highlights and stuff, but and I mean, a lot of the funnies like Kimbo Slice and stuff like that.
yeah,
But I never really sat down and watched them. If it was on TV, like the prelims, or I think that's what they are.
yeah. Prelims, the free before the main card. Yeah,
Yeah, I'd always watch those if they were on or something, but nothing crazy. Hmm.
yeah. No, well, main card or pay-per-views are just expensive now. I think they're
Yeah,
like around 80.
yeah,
But
very.
I think they're worth it. They're fun to watch. It's my
Yeah.
favorite sport.
You know, we've been playing Ready or Not
We have been.
game. It's pretty. It's pretty fun. I think it shows some promise in the
It does,
upcoming
yeah.
coming
I'm
months. If
very
you like those
excited to
kinds
see
of
what it
games.
does. Yeah,
If you ever played the original SWAT games and you don't know what Ready or Not is, it's a spiritual successor. It's
hmm
not made by the same company, but it's heavily inspired by and uh, a spiritual copy of the games. Very good. Um, it has a really nice feel of
hmm
movement and coordination of how you and your friends or AI teammates can detain and assess situations, or like detain civilians and assess situations, and um, partake and tackle any mission in your own kind of way and style, with varieties of weapons, stun grenades, and everything
hmm
like that. So different ways you can breach doors, or check rooms, or clear houses. Everything. It's very neat, and it combines like gunplay and I want to say intensity of like Tarkov
Yeah, I can see that.
with maybe map design from Rainbow Six,
Yeah.
and um, I want to say AI from like Payday, kind of not AI from Payday, AI from what though? What would the like
Um,
enemies be equivalent to?
See, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a game that has similar AI. Maybe the Fear series? Because the Fear AI would, like, kind of react to what you do. Like, they'd try to surround you. They wouldn't just charge ahead of you. Or
Yeah,
charge in front of you. You know,
yeah,
if you
because
liked
enemies do
the
be kind
SWAT
of shooting
games,
through walls.
if you liked SWAT 4 especially, you're gonna love Ready or Not.
Yeah, it is a good game.
I'm
Very
excited to
fun.
see what they do in the future. Because, yeah, it's
Yeah,
technically an early access release. I feel like it can only get better. I don't see
I
how they
like
could mess up the game.
I like all the like different ways you can breach doors.
hmm They give you a
Like,
lot of choices for how you want to do a mission.
yeah, like you can have the or the what is it? The snake cam, not mirror.
Snake cam
Sorry.
mirror gun.
Yeah. You stick it under the door, see if anybody's over there. If there's a wire, you can peek open the door a little bit, cut the wire.
hmm
You can kick doors open. You can blow them open with C2. It's like
Blow them open with a shotgun.
blow exactly. Breach it with a breaching baton,
Yeah.
or breaching ram, or whatever.
Yeah,
Like
door breach. All that stuff.
insane. Very cool game. Very
It also
fun.
just looks nice. It's got
It
really nice
does.
graphics.
It does. It does. They're working on reflections. It is in like
hmm
early alpha, so if you're interested in it, be warned. But
Yeah.
it, yeah, I think it shows a lot of promise.
Oh, it does,
Definitely,
definitely.
the game feels like what Rainbow Six Siege should have felt like,
Yeah, exactly.
but there is no destructible terrain in Ready or Not, at least not yet.
Not yet. I feel
You
like
can
they're going to
break
do
down
that.
doors, but it's pretty cool, pretty fun game, very
Very.
enjoyable.
hmm
All right, this week on Spotify, we got my recommended.
Yeah, what you got? What songs you been listening to?
Um, says recommended for today. I can't find the recommended for the week, but recommended for today, we got Keepler by Victoria. It's an album. We got Terraformer by Thank You Scientist. One of my all-time favorite albums. Love that band. Very good. Must listen to Terraformer.
Okay,
Everything
okay.
That Is You. Thrill Kill. Ikasia. I can't really pronounce that. Eikasa. It's by Mestis, a very good progressive metal instrumental band with a bunch of Latin influences.
Okay.
Mwah. Monomyth by Animals as Leaders, a very good single that released last year. And Pigeon Superstition by Bird Problems, a very good progressive rock metal math rocky band.
Yeah.
I think it's progressive metal mainly, but very good. Must listen to. And then my searched or my jump back ins. Oh no, my recently played.
Yeah, what have you recently been listening to?
Sound Struggle is a band that is pretty under the radar. They have about 505 monthly listeners.
Man.
But very it's like a Berkeley graduate.
Okay.
And he established a band back in 2012, 2014.
Okay.
And the newest album he did by himself because he's basically the last band member, and it is musically one of the best albums I've listened to in a while. Very good. Very good album. I love them. It's very cool. Thornhill, another artist. Spirit Box, very good metal band. I think they're like metalcore. The After Image, another good band. Little North, a modern day underground New York jazz scene.
Okay.
Awesome band. And more of the After Image and Andromeda. Andromeda's a very good band too. That's what we got for this week on Spotify. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. The Triforce by Yogscast and
of course.
the Cox and Crendor show in the morning. Cox and Crendor in the morning. Also the Hour Thing with Sammy the Bull. Joe Rogan put me on that. I'm gonna be straight. I'm gonna give it to you real.
Yeah, shout out to Joe Rogan.
Talked about it. Yeah, very good. Very good podcast.
Very good podcast.
Podcast. How about you? What have you been listening to?
I've been listening to a bunch of different things. Let's see. Let me take a peek. There's a song called Soldier of Heaven by Sabaton. Sabaton's one of my favorite bands. They are
very good.
Oh, what are they classified? They got a very specific
Crusade
kind.
Metal.
It's metal something, like battle metal or something like that. They sing about war events or battles in wars and stuff like that. Very good band. Aside from that, there's a band that I found called Skald that are I think they're Canadian, but they sing in Old Norse. And so that's really nice. It's got that kind of drumming of like war chants and stuff like that. Pretty good band. On a less underground note, got Colin Hayes' Overkill. It's a good song. What else? Aside from that, just a bunch of random stuff on YouTube. Just whatever pops up. Like there was a remix I found of In the Club by 50 Cent.
Jeez. Don't even mention it. That thing was horrible.
Oh, bro, what do you mean?
That was horrible.
It was interesting. You gotta keep your ears open. No, you gotta be more inclusive.
I do. That was like glitch hop Indian music with 50 cents dubbed over it. Like,
well, you got a dog on the little guy. I thought it was good. Well,
interesting.
Everyone listening now, listen for yourself. See what you think of it. Let us know.
Yeah. Ugh. All right. I think we'll keep this one little short this week.
Yeah.
It was we had a lot to cover.
We did.
About $70 billion purchases made by multi-billion-dollar companies and other multi-billion-dollar companies. So, well, you know.
Yeah.
Insane. Big money moves.
Yeah, money bags over there.
Thank you for listening to the Mother-in-Law Suite. Hopefully, we'll be able to see you again. Once again, we release weekly, usually on the weekends, Saturday or Sunday. We hope to see you again soon.
That we do. Hope everyone has a nice rest of their day.